I'm going to attempt a quick video just explaining what I've been going through the past little bit. As you all know, I've been doing my journey to self-love, which has been amazing. And through that, I've realized who I am, and I am telepathic, and I can communicate with the higher minds of everyone around me. It doesn't matter who you are, stranger or if I've known you for years. I also absorb the emotions of other people and take on sort of those energies when they come around me, and I transmute them into light energy. And anyway, so basically what happened with the hospital stay is I had ascended, which means in a physical body, which simply means I had made the transition from a thinking mental way of being to a feeling emotional way of being. And so basically I was tripping. I ascended a state of as if I had taken like magic mushrooms or something, but I wasn't. I didn't take drugs. It was the self-love. It was induced by self-love. And so I was at this peak expression of self-love, and I was really spaced out, and my family didn't understand what was happening to me. So obviously the first thing was she's having a mental health breakdown, when really, no, I can see the future, and I was setting things up perfectly. And this will all open up more as time goes on. I've kind of done my part, and I'm just waiting now to let things unfold and see how this happens naturally. But once I was in the hospital, so the first reason I was in there is because that night, the reason that I went to the hospital is because I realized that for the first time in my life, I couldn't feel the emotions of my father, and I couldn't feel his worries and concerns about me. And so I felt free. I felt amazing. And so I ran down the sidewalk and I screamed in joy, and I just screamed, "We did it," at the top of my lungs. And all the neighbors came out because I screamed really, really loud. So they all thought I was crazy, but I wasn't crazy. I was just living my truth, and so the cops came, and I went with them willingly. They took me to the hospital, and I was in the ER in the room there. It was like a prison cell for 4 days with a camera on me, with security guards watching me for 24 hours every day. They did a lot of tests on me. They took my blood pressure. A lot. They did an ultrasound on me. They did a CT scan. They did an EEG brain test, where they test my brain activity, and that caused some concern because it said that I had a past of seizures, and I've never had a seizure as far as I know in my life. And while I was there, I knew that I was starting to affect people. Just my presence was starting to affect people just because they could feel my light. And so by day 4 or 5, they moved me up to the 7th floor psychiatric ward at Victoria Hospital. And the first day or two, I was making friends and just trying to I knew why I was there. I knew I was there for a reason. Obviously, I have a lot of faith. This whole journey's been based on faith. So, I started making friends with everyone, but by like the 3rd or 4th day there, I realized that people started to distance themselves from me because they were like, okay, this girl does not need to be here. She is way too happy. All these people that were up there, a lot of them maybe had like bipolar disorder or depression, and they were taking all these meds. And so they saw me, they saw this light, and they were almost insulted that I was up there with them. So I started writing about everything that happened from the moment it happened. I wrote, knowing that when I came out, I'd be telling you guys all about it, and probably there will be a blog post to come at some point. I don't know when. I'm just kind of going with the flow right now. But I realized as I was up there that there's a lot of things wrong with the system in the hospital right now, that mental health patients it's a horrible stigma, and these people are just misunderstood. I mean, I was up there and I was misunderstood completely. I went to a hearing and I won. They all found me, I didn't of sound mind. I didn't need to stay there, thankfully. So I'm safe at home now. But while I was there, I mean, there was one man that I met that hadn't been let outside in 1 year. Or sorry, 1 month, not 1 year. Oh my God, that'd be terrible. A month. But still, I mean, you think a human being not going outside for a month and just looking at these white walls all day and being stuck in a TV room with nothing else to do but just sitting there and watching, the news and the stuff that they're feeding us on television these days. And it was really, really sad. So there's a lot of pent up energy that I felt on that floor. that these people, at least an exercise room or something, you know, we need to be giving them more. This isn't enough, that's for sure. As well, the food, I noticed needs to be of a better quality. There was more at the beginning of my stay, I noticed that I got like rotten berries and stuff like that. And I thought, you know, this isn't healing food. This isn't made with love. And how are people supposed to heal up here? It's almost like you put them up there, you stuff them with meds, and you just leave them to die or try and figure it out on their own. And really, they need someone to listen to them and just, you know, I have a lot of compassion for these people and all the people that I met up there. And so my time spent up there, I called it research because I knew I was there for a reason. So anyway, I think this video is going to run out shortly, and I'm super pumped that this is my second video, and I think I did pretty well. So love and light to you all. That's my story. There's going to be more to come, more videos, more everything, because my abilities are just opening up like crazy, and I'm completely centered in my truth, and life is a dream, life is a blast, and my life's about to take off. And I'm just glad that you're all here to be a part of this journey with me and watch it all go down, because it's going to be pretty kick-ass. Okay, love you all. Bye.